There's a reason I'm sneaking around in the backyard, because Adea told me not to work on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, beautifuls, by the way. If you're alone or you have people, please make it the Christmas that you want it to be, right? You know, and I had my big cry yesterday, and there's a reason I'm sneaking in the backyard, because Adea's like, "You're not working on Christmas Day, Mum." I'm like, yeah. And I knew that she doesn't wake up until, what is it now? It's 10 now. She wakes up between 10, 12, lunchtime. So I knew she wasn't going to get up early. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to work on Christmas Day. But it's not work for me anyway. So Merry Christmas, beautifuls, whether you're with someone or not. As you guys probably saw, I definitely had a big cry yesterday. Lots of stuff started surfacing. I'm feeling much better today. And this is all about riding the waves, purging, getting it out, clearing, because I didn't even know there was that big pile of resentment there, right? So I'm so glad to shift that out, because as we move into 2020, there's this big space around, letting in more light. And I've been really consciously working on that, right? You guys would have seen. Merry Christmas, beautiful. Say hi when you're here. I see lots of you joining live. Would love to know what you're doing for Christmas Day. And, when letting in more light and consciously being comfortable teaching about the light. I guys talk about, I'm so comfortable in the dark, right? Whereas now I'm like really stepping into the light and teaching about the light in different ways. And there's more coming about that. But in that, it's kind of like I've been obviously letting in more light, opening my heart, letting in more love, letting in more light, letting in all things. And because of that, so much purging has come out. I was like, wow, I didn't know I'd had all this buried resentment and all that sort of thing going on, right? Like, sitting in my sacral chakra, which is like the seat of where we manifest things. So if you're alone and you don't have anything to do, please go into my Reality Awareness support group. Send me a message if you're not there, and watch my divine step number 11, joy. If you can't find it, send me a message and I'll send it straight to you. Wholeness and joy. So number 10 and number 11, right? They're really crucial in the big shifts that I've gone through in the past few months about releasing the resentment. And this is just like all the piles coming out, because I want to let more joy in. I want to let more light in. I want to let more love in. This is my commitment to myself in 2020. And the past few months have seen me clearing all of that out, right? And our joy sits in our sacral chakra. It's in our womb. It's in that space where, it's our womb. Yeah, the joy center sits in our womb, and that's our sacral chakra. It's where we're nourished. It's our first point of call of connection onto the planet, because our umbilical cord comes through there. Plus the Uluru connection is coming back. It's coming back with the Uluru, all of those shifts. Yeah, so the eclipse is tomorrow. Yeah, the eclipse is tomorrow. The new moon, dark moon eclipse. There's a lot of purging. There's a lot of stuff coming out. And then in 2 weeks' time, on the 11th or 12th of January, is that full moon, but it's also the reconnection. That's when the ceremony is being held. There's an astrological lineup going on. So there's a lot going on, guys. So Andrea says she's alone, and it's just turned midnight. My children with their father. Let me see what this comment says. Reflecting time and embracing loneliness. Yes, right? And we feel alone when we're disconnected from our sacral, when we're disconnected from our womb. That's that alone feeling, because we're plugging in. We need that connection, right? It's this deep mother healing, deep father healing. With the eclipse that's going on tomorrow, it's deep lineage healing, happening tomorrow. So, and with that, guys, I've been guided to have a flash sale. Never done anything like this before. Flash sale, Boxing Day, Christmas Day for 72 hours only. And so in light of everything that I shifted and what I shared yesterday, I'm like, trust intuition is got everything in there to be able to trust intuition, but to clear out these wounds, these traumas, deeply aligned to your purpose. You can't get on your life purpose. You can't work on your life purpose unless you trust your intuition. And most people on the planet don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves because of the traumas or whatever's going on, right? So we've got this flash sale for Trust Intuition. That means the inner circle is also flash sale. So my Trust Intuition is lifetime access. You can become a certified intuitive healer if you choose to, right? So you can literally go through, heal and clear out all your own shit, and also then help others do that, right? So you don't have to do the certification, but it's in there, right? So the intuitive healer, life purpose activator certification, that is Trust Your Intuition. Yeah, and this flash sale is open now, but it's only for 72 hours. So Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and the day after, right? So you're kind of going to catch the Boxing Day if you're on the other side of the world. So Trust Your Intuition is usually $1,999, so $2,000, and I got the guidance to release it for 72 hours on this flash sale for $697. So the link is in the title of this live stream. You'll see it come up on my page as well. Send me a message if you want the details for that. This is 72 hours only. You get access to the tribe. That's where I share the deeper stuff. That's where the psychic development classes happen every single month, yeah, plus the support calls. Hey Brendan, Merry Christmas guys. Daya told me not to work on Christmas Day, but this is my life, and I knew she would be asleep. She sleeps until like 10, 12 every day, so I'm like, yeah, I won't work. But like, if she's still asleep, I'm like, told you. So it's all good. And that means my inner circle is open as well. So if you want the certification, if you want to do Trust Your Intuition, if you want access to every single thing that I create over the 12-month period, inner circle is where you get access to Trust Your Intuition, you get access to full moon ceremony, you get access to anything that I create over this 12 months plus everything that's already there, right? So the inner circle is for the healers that want it all. You get 12 months WhatsApp access with me as well. You get coaching calls with that. We get diving deep into your business. So Trust Your Intuition, you can do that on its own, or the inner circle is where you can have it all. The inner circle has gone up to $12,000, but for this flash sale, for this next 3 days for 72 hours is $7,000. Yeah. So in January, when I open, which is only a week away, right? When I open the inner circle, it will be 12,000. So for 72 hours, you can get into Trust Your Intuition or the inner circle over these next 3 days. Send me a message if you've got any questions about it, because in light of everything that I shifted through yesterday, and I'm like, Trust Your Intuition would not have been born if I didn't go through everything that I went through, right? Like, it literally wouldn't have been born. Like, and Trust Your Intuition is the journey and the story of being able to trust your intuition. And in there is I teach you exactly how to trust your intuition, so you don't have to go through the deep pain, the trauma, the trials and tribulations that I went through to be able to get to this point, right? You get to fast track that. Now in the inner circle, you fast track that multiple by 10, right? Because you're working with me deep one-on-one. Any question, daytime, nighttime, anytime, like, I know what's going on, straight there, right? So the inner circle, Trust Your Intuition, open 72 hours, guys. I'll put the link in the comments as well, and can let me know where you're tuning in from around the world. I want to know, are you alone for Christmas? Are you with family for Christmas? Are you with friends for Christmas? Tell me what's going on, even if you're watching the replay or if you're watching on YouTube. Adaya is still asleep, so I'm doing what I always do at 5 o'clock, even though she slept with me last night, and I set the alarm at 5 a.m. and I was like, Merry Christmas. She said, Merry Christmas. Went back to sleep. I'm like, oh well, I'm getting up. So have a beautiful Christmas, guys. Remember, if you're feeling any hurt, pain, resentment, just like I was yesterday, the fastest way to work through that is to feel it, is to go deep into those feelings. Know that as you do so, we're purging right now, right? The eclipse tomorrow, we're on dark moon. Like, this is the time we purge, we let go, and then coming into, so it's a solar eclipse, but only in like Saudi Arabia is where they'll see it directly, and then in Australia we'll see a partial solar eclipse. So on some parts of the world you won't see it, but oh my goodness, you're already feeling it, right? And then in 2 weeks time we've got the full moon, which is that, already in this solar eclipse that we've got going on tomorrow. We're already feeling the energy of it, but it's very big generational lineage healing, very sacral chakra, very taking our power back, very cleaning out for this new slate to let in more light into our body, to activate our light bodies, to be the light, right? And to feel safe in that, because not many of us feel safe in the light because we've been through this toxic stuff for so long. That's normal. So when we start feeling the light, we're like, oh, like it's scary, right? So as we're able to hold more light, we can be more light, but it's feeling safe in that, right? And in Trust Your Intuition, we do and clean out all that stuff so that you're able to embody more light, so you can become the light that you already are. Yeah, deeply activated soul being you. Yeah. So Merry Christmas, beautiful ones. I shall see you really soon. I love you. Have a beautiful day.